The whole thing looks to them like a soap opera. Julie?
Yeah, it's like a Spanish soap opera, actually. Just take it up another notch. I don't know if you ever watched a Spanish soap opera, but that is this. All right, thank you very much, Dan Springer. For more on this, I'm joined now by attorney Jonas Spilbor, a legal analyst. I don't even know where to start here. Okay, the National Enquirer obviously isn't going to take this lying down. No pun intended, Jeff Bezos. But, I mean, they had to slap back. They're saying that they are not guilty of extortion, that they did not blackmail Jeff Bezos. You seem to agree.
I do agree with that. And let's start by saying I don't think the White House cares one iota about Jeff Bezos' junk, for starters, number one. Number two, you know, who's the bully here? Because when you read Jeff Bezos' blog post where he tries to punch the National Enquirer in the nose, the National Enquirer was doing what the National Enquirer does. They get this salacious stuff. They want to post it. They do it all the time. It probably would have kind of quietly gone away, at least more quiet than it is now, without Jeff Bezos coming out and saying, hey, how dare you? Is this extortion or is it negotiation? I say it's negotiation.
Well, okay, let me just break down negotiation, because they've already put out the racy text messages, okay? But apparently they've got more. And so in the email from the National Enquirer, they're emailing and essentially telling Jeff Bezos' team that we've got more. If you don't pull back your private investigator and stop investigating us for any kind of political foul play here, we're going to release more. That sounds like blackmail to me.
See, and I interpreted that email exchange a little bit differently. I looked at it as the National Enquirer says, this is what we have. You are defaming us, Jeff Bezos and your team. You stop, and maybe we'll stop. To me, that's a negotiation, not an extortion.
But then why not take it to the courts and sue them for defamation? I mean, if you're defaming us, then let's just do it above the table. I mean, the National Enquirer is already in trouble. They're being investigated by the state of New York. Why not, stay above the brow here and say, fine, we will sue you for defamation?
And that is a great question. And I would pose the same question to Jeff Bezos' team. Why didn't you just go to court and try to stop?
Well, Jeff Bezos is trying to cover his, rear end because he's been exposed for being a dirtbag and an idiot.
He is trying to put it bluntly. Well put. He is trying to take the focus off his racy texts, his mistress, and his divorce and put it someplace else. So why not pick, I know, Donald Trump. Half the country hates him anyway, and I think that was a bad tack to take.
I think it's funny that Saudi Arabia's foreign minister actually weighed in on this. I don't think Saudi Arabia really cares either. But I do want to ask you about Bezos' mistress, Lauren Sanchez, and her brother, Michael, because when it first was revealed, the Daily Beast, among many other publications, that the brother of the mistress, everybody's thinking, how did he get those text messages? The only way for him to get the messages, unless he works for Apple, it would be to get them from his sister.
From his sister. And I have an interesting theory about that. As long as Jeff Bezos wasn't hacked, there's no sympathy. When you send your pictures to anyone, it is now fair game. If you're the mistress of the richest guy in the world who's married and he's taking a little too long to leave his wife, what better way to speed up the process?
Or speed up a breakup? Because if you're Jeff Bezos, I mean, I'm not saying that he's thinking with, a full... I don't even know what word to use there without being racy.
He may be in love.
I think that relationship should probably be over. Just a hunch. I'm no relationship expert. Jonas Spilbor, thank you very much.
Thanks.
Maybe we should be relationship experts. A Fox News alert. Michelle.